At the core, God wants us to experience love, care, respect, and mutuality. God desires for you to have healthy, meaningful relationships built on love, trust, and respect. As a beloved child of God, you deserve things from those close to you. The most fundamental thing you deserve in any relationship is to be loved. God is love, and He calls us to walk in love with one another. 1 John 4, 7 verse 8. God created us with a deep need to be known and loved, and healthy relationships fulfill that need. The core thing you deserve is to be loved just as you are. God's love for you is not based on your performance, but on who you are as His cherished child. Romans 8:38-39. This sets the pattern for how we should love and be loved by others. In a godly relationship, love is not a reward you earn. It's a decision for your partner to make every day, to accept you fully, flaws, weaknesses, quirks, and all. They love you for not what you do, but for who you are. Their commitment to you is not based on emotion, but on a commitment to walk alongside with you through life's ups and downs. Love is the main primary requirement that is needed in a relationship to work and thrive. The love that God talks about when it comes to two partners is not just two normal human love or feelings for each other. Feelings and emotions are the last thing that is needed in a relationship when love is being addressed. We are talking about unconditional and unmerited love that does not look at what each other has done. It is a kind of love that is committed and dedicated to ensuring that they look after each other beyond each other's shortcomings or faults. Everyone that is in a relationship deserves love from their partner, because if there is no love between each other, very soon the relationship will die and fade away. When choosing a life partner, you should ensure you ask yourself questions concerning their love for you and how willing and how far they can go for. People who truly love you will make you a priority. They'll carve out adequate time to spend with you, listen to you, and do things you enjoy together. Speak life into you. They'll build you up in their words rather than tear you down. They'll encourage you and help you become the best version of yourself. The Bible calls us to treat others the way we want to be treated, with honor, dignity, and care. Matthew 7:12. When both people approach a relationship from a place of mutual respect, it grows strong. This means listening to understand each other rather than responding, speaking kindly, honoring boundaries, keeping and focusing on each other's growth. Selfish demands have no place in a relationship built on respect. Both people prioritize meeting each other's needs. True biblical respect also recognizes that men and women were created equal in value and dignity, though with different strengths and roles. Galatians 3:28. A godly relationship is one of interdependence, not dominance or oppression. Along with love, respect is a cornerstone of healthy relationships. You deserve to be treated with dignity, worth, and honor. God created every human being in His image, Genesis 1:27, which means you possess inherent value. Respect is one of the things that God says in His Word that you deserve in a relationship. This is so important that you choose someone that respects you, because if they do not, there will be a lot of root problems and issues that will cause both of you to be frustrated at each other and begin to see the relationship as something you are demanded to make happen, not that something you should love doing. You know that there are two different things. When two partners are trying to make the relationship work by struggling, and when two partners are enjoying the relationship. Respect is always the missing link between them. When you respect your partner, you will not cheat on them, and you will always put them first at every point in your decision. That is respect. People who truly respect you will listen carefully. They'll pay attention to what you say without interruption, show interest in your thoughts and feelings, and seek first to understand. Value your time. They won't waste time or take it for granted, but honor the other responsibilities and priorities in your life. Keep their word. If they make a commitment or promise to you, they'll keep it. showing that their bond with you is meaningful. Honor your boundaries. They won't push past any physical, emotional, or spiritual limit that you've set to protect yourself. Support your goals. They'll cheer you on and help you in any way they can as you pursue your life purpose and ambitions. Affirm your identity. They'll recognize and reinforce who you are at your core, remembering that your value doesn't depend on them. God designed relationships to reveal His faithfulness through our faithfulness to one another. Malachi 2:14 verse 16. Thus, infidelity and abandonment have no place in His eyes. In a relationship blessed by God, both people make a lifelong commitment to remain faithful in actions, thoughts, and emotions. They choose to keep their intimacy within the bond they share. They uphold their vows even through difficulties, seeking to restore closeness instead of looking elsewhere. Their commitment is characterized by patience, hope, and constancy, an unshakable determination to stand by each other through life's ever-changing seasons. They view their union not as a feeling, but as a sacred covenant before God. Isn't it freeing to know that God wants the very best for us, including loving, honoring relationships? When we approach intimacy through His lens, we find a love that satisfies our souls and points others to Him. This kind of love is a reflection of His love for us. God tells us in 1 Corinthians 4 verse 2 that it is required that a man be found faithful, which means that God is saying that one of the core things that you deserve in a relationship can be trusted and one that is reliable. You deserve someone who is committed to you and one that cannot be deceived to choose their convictions of you after a while. Out of all the things God says you deserve in a relationship, trust should be the chief and core thing you deserve in a relationship. A person of trust and loyalty will last long and will always stay for you, no matter what happens. When you have someone that you can trust, when they do things that you do not like and do not accept at first, you will ignore it because you know no matter what they are doing, it is always for the good of the relationship. When choosing a life partner, it is always good to look for a person of trust and faithfulness. Trust is the glue that holds the relationship together. God calls us to be people of integrity who earn one another's trust. You deserve relationships built on honesty, reliability, and faithfulness. Those who truly earn your trust will be truthful. They'll speak the truth in love, withholding very little from you. They'll admit to mistakes and seek your forgiveness when needed.